Hey, what's going on, everyone? So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Wrecker. So I am super happy to finally have this. In fact, I've had Wrecker on order from Dorkside since last summer, I think. And the ship date kept getting pushed back and back and back. Well, just a few days ago, a subscriber shot me a message on Instagram and says, hey, he's on Amazon right now for retail with free shipping. So I snagged it from Amazon. So thank you for that. And as you can see, comes in the Galaxy packaging, and this is a deluxe, so this box is big. You got Star Wars The Black Series up top. Through this massive window, you can see Wrecker. You can also see reflections everywhere. You can see Wrecker and his backpack and his helmet. You got a big old knife there, and the blaster, that is the DC-17M, the interchangeable weapon system, so love that. And then down at the bottom, you got Star Wars The Bad Batch, and of course, Wrecker. On this side of the box, the front window wraps around, and then you have Star Wars The Black Series again down there. And there's the side with the artwork. So they've got Wrecker kind of sandwiched in between. This is Tech over here. This is Rex there. So Wrecker, you just get a sliver of him, but it's still a pretty cool picture. There's a window on the top of the box. On the bottom, you've got the barcode and stuff that no one reads. And on the back, you have the same picture as the side. You have a short bio in various languages. Wrecker is number 5 in this little Bad Batch wave. And then you have some more stuff that no one reads. I'm going to get Wrecker open and let's take a look at him. All right, so here is Wrecker out of the box, and let's just take a good look at him. We'll start up here with his head, and man, I must say, this this face sculpt is pretty impressive. I mean, they pretty much nailed this. You know, from the eye, well, the eye to the bad eye to the scar. Now, I kind of wish the scar was a little more painted instead of just skin tone. I mean, it's definitely there. But it would have been nice to have just a little bit of paint on the scar, but that's a nitpick. That's really not bad there. But man, this looks fantastic. The little smirk, the nose, the mouth, shiny bald head. I mean, front and back. This face and head sculpt is pretty amazing. And as far as the chest armor, yeah, this is Wrecker. I mean, this all looks really good. Nice scratches there. Red stripe, very clean. Love the lines right here. Another scratch. Big old collar up here, some red. The detail on the undersuit around the neck looks really good too. I mean, it's just nice that you can see that. And coming around, collar sticking up, some more red. Back is pretty smooth. Got a little scratch there, a little T-shaped hole for the backpack to plug into. Love that. All this is very nice. I mean, this, yeah, that's Wrecker. As far as arms, yeah, shoulder pads look good. The skull, the 99. Some scratches. All this is very nicely done. Now, if you wanted to get picky, these should have been red right there. That should have been red, as well as the knuckles. They really should have painted the knuckles red. That would have been a nice touch. Same thing on this arm, too. That should have been red, and the knuckles really should be red. That would have been nice, but this is what we got. Now, if you're good with matching red paint, I think just painting the knuckles might be pretty easy to do, but yeah, those really need to be red. But you know, you got a black undersuit, some black gloves. Oh, this looks really good in here. Little scratch there. Some pouches with some red on them. Yeah, love that. Coming around the back. Nothing back here except a scratch on his butt. And then as far as legs, the leg armor looks fantastic. Got some great scratches here and there. Red stripe. There's the sheath for the knife storage. Got a little bit of blue and red there. That's a nice touch. I love that. Got some sculpt down here. And there's the shin armor. Love that. Shoes look good. Nice sculpt, nice lines. Great texture on the shoes. I mean, just subtle texture, but it's fantastic. And they even put a tread on the bottom of the feet. What a, man, this is an awesome figure. I can see why now so many people had this in their top 10, if not top 5. I mean, this looks fantastic. All right, so let's run through articulation on Wrecker. So you got some side to side at the head. And despite this big old collar, he still has lots of tilt. And he can look down that much, and he can look up just to there. The arms get up that far. And as far as rotating them around, yes, they do go around, but sometimes the shoulder pad will move with it just a little bit, so you have to just put that back where it goes. So yeah, the shoulder pad's kind of on like a little ring in there. So yeah, just be mindful of that. And you've got some pretty amazing butterfly joints in there. I mean, look at that. He's got single jointed elbows that get past 90. There's a swivel at the elbow, a swivel at the wrist. The right hand has an up and down hinge, and there's a side to side hinge on the left. You've got some twist at the midsection. He crunches forward that much, goes back that much, and he's got some pretty good side-to-side tilt as well. There's an upper thigh swivel. The legs get up that far. They go out that far. They go back just to there. Single jointed knees that get a little past 90. There's a swivel at the knee joint. The feet go down that far. They go up just to there before the top of the shoe runs into the bottom of the shin armor. And there's some swivel at the ankle. So despite being a big old chunky boy, he's got some pretty good articulation. And as far as accessories, there's a good look at the DC-17M, the interchangeable weapon system, and I love the sculpt on this blaster. This thing looks incredible. It would have been nice to see just a little bit of paint here and there or some weathering, but man, this is a good looking weapon. And that's what the other side looks like, just more the same, with the exception of you have a little extended mag sticking out there, but yeah, it's a cool looking blaster. And here's a close-up of the knife that he comes with. This is also a beautiful sculpt. I mean, this is a cool looking knife. I do wish they would have painted the blade a little bit, because this is a vibro blade. If I put it next to a picture of the one that comes with the Wrecker statue from Artifacts, yeah, I like that one. It really would have been nice to have just a little bit of paint on the Black Series release, but it's fine. And that's what the other side looks like, just more the same. Yeah, it's a cool knife. And there's a good look at Wrecker's backpack. This thing looks fantastic. I love all the paint in here, this little design. That is nice. The red, subtle blue in there, really good. Love this on the side. Got some red here, some more red on this side. I mean, just a good looking sculpt. But my favorite thing of all, just like I've said before, T-peg, so it cannot rotate once it's on his back. This is nice. I really wish all backpacks had this T-shaped peg, but yeah, that is a really, really good looking backpack. And last but not least, we have Wrecker's helmet, and this looks good. The 99 up here is very nice. The little eye holes look great. The teeth, love the teeth. Even this little bit of white right here. If I put this next to a picture of Wrecker's helmet, yeah, this is there. It's barely there, but it's there. All the white down here, yes. This, yeah, with the black dots in there. Yeah, I think they did a good job on this. And that's what that side looks like. Nice clean lines. Yeah, looks great. And there's the right side, same thing, very clean. Love the white stripe going around. And speaking of going around, there's the back. Got a little scratch there. This red here looks great. And the white stripe going up the middle, very nice. Yeah, that's Wrecker's helmet right there. All right, so let's start playing with these accessories. So we'll start with the blaster. So the DC-17M, that goes in the right hand really well. Trigger finger, right through the trigger guard, right on the trigger. Yeah, right where it's supposed to be. That looks really, really good. And as far as getting it in two hands, yeah, you can do that. This is pretty incredible for a chunky figure like this. That is pretty good. I mean, the wrist hinge, I think, helps. Butterfly joints help a lot. These elbows are really good to be such, big arms. And you can even get it up a little bit higher too. I mean, this is pretty incredible for a big old boy. All right, so next let's see about the knife. So this will go in the right hand fairly well. Yeah, he holds that pretty good. Yeah, pretty tight, and that looks nice. Yeah, he holds that very well in the right hand. Could have it up in front of him like this, like he's getting ready to slash something. And you can tip it forward just a little bit too, like he's getting ready to stab somebody. And it will also fit in the left hand. Now, this is a gripping hand that was super grippy. It was so tight, I had to kind of bend the fingers out a little bit. But it does go in the left, and I think it looks good in that hand as well. All right, so let's see how the knife storage works. This little sheath, that goes in there, and it is nice and snug. Yeah, that looks good in its little sheath. Yeah, love that. And since there's no holster anywhere on him for the blaster, I'm just going to put that back in his hand for now. And next, let's put the backpack on him. Pretty obvious how that goes. That goes in there. Super snug. There is no chance of that falling out. And that backpack looks fantastic on him. And lastly, let's put the helmet on him. See how well this goes. And that looks really, yeah, that's Wrecker. That looks fantastic. I love this helmet. And despite having a big old collar on the armor, there's still some tilt there. He can still look down with the helmet on. He can only look up to about right there with the helmet. Yeah, I mean, nothing really changes too much. I mean, the tilt, yes, just a little bit, but you still have a fair amount of head movement with the helmet on, with this big old collar. So that is pretty impressive. And of course, you can have the helmet like this, just like we see him so often in the show, and that really does look good. And I almost forgot, the fists together pose that we see Wrecker in quite often. You can't quite do it, with the trigger finger and just the shape of the hands. You know, they're not fists, but you can get it close. But it would have been amazing if they would have included a couple of fists, so you can do the fist together look for Wrecker, but that's about as close as you can do. It still looks cool though, but I really wish they would have painted the knuckles red. And there he is on the shelf next to his brothers, and man, he looks good. What an awesome figure. He looks incredible there on the shelf, and I'm still debating whether or not I want to leave him like this because his face is so good, but I have all the other characters' helmets on. Well, mainly because Tech doesn't have goggles on his face, so that's kind of why I have the helmets on. I may leave Wrecker like this, though. That face sculpt is incredible. I mean, that is so well done. But man, what a good-looking figure. He's a good height. I mean, he is a big boy. Yeah, what an awesome bunch there. I cannot wait to get Echo and Omega to round out this crew. Bad Batch crew. Yeah, this whole little wave here is so good. But man, I'm really happy with Wrecker. So yeah, this figure is awesome. I see now why everyone had this figure in their top 10, top 5, whatever list from 2021. This is pretty amazing from top to bottom. I mean, this face sculpt is hard to beat. The armor looks great. Love the blaster. The knife is cool. I mean, the knife is definitely cool. Kind of wish they would have put a little bit of paint on it, but I do like the knife a lot. But from top to bottom, the armor is so good. I mean, what an awesome figure. Yeah, I am super happy with this figure, but I want to hear from you guys. So please comment below and let me know what you think of Wrecker. And if you like videos on Star Wars The Black Series, please consider dropping a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and please turn on notifications. I'm always posting something. I'd certainly appreciate it. And I just thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.